Retirement planning is complicated, and it could be easier just to let things flow, not really spend a lot of time on the retirement plan once you're retired. And yet, that's not the best approach. I want to talk about 3 things to avoid so that you can have your best retirement. The first thing to avoid is never doing a checkup on your plan. When you set that plan in place initially, you had an idea of how things would play out over your retirement years. But as you go along, things are going to deviate. You might earn a little higher interest or a little lower interest. You might spend a little more or a little less than you originally thought. There might be some things that come up that you hadn't even thought about that you end up spending some money on. It could be health related. It could be an opportunity to do something really big. It could be that you need to take care of some maintenance around the house, that something happens suddenly and you need to do that. So as you go along, you're going to deviate from that original plan. You want to go back and check where you are compared to where you thought you would be. Are you ahead of schedule? Are you behind schedule? What changes then do you need to make in order to bring yourself back in line with where you want to end up at the end? That is an important action to take. A second thing that you want to avoid is not having the right amount of risk. You might have too much risk because you enjoy risk, or because the market has grown in certain areas, you've gotten out of whack with where you originally planned to be. Or you might not have enough risk because you're feeling very conservative and you've moved everything to be in cash or in CDs or very short-term money market investments to protect your capital. And that's not a bad thing as long as you have enough risk to allow your accounts to achieve the goals they need to achieve over your lifetime. And so you've got to revisit that from time to time to make sure that you're not either ending up with too much risk or too little risk to end up where you want to end up throughout your retirement. And then the third thing that you want to avoid is never doing tax planning. You've got to do tax planning from year to year to make sure that you're taking advantage of any tax opportunities you have to minimize your lifetime tax bill. When people don't do this, it ends up costing a lot over their lifetime, and they don't even realize it because they, of course, haven't done the comparison. But that can be a significant drag on your future retirement in what you end up having left at the end of life. So you want to do that incremental tax planning each and every year. It might be a small difference for that year. It's just like you're sanding off the rough edges. You're making a little bit of improvement one year to the next year. And by doing that, it will help you keep more of your money in your pocket, growing for you, compounding for you, and then have more left at the end of life. And so it's very important to do that on an annual basis. Regularly review your plan, check your risk level, and look at your tax plan. If you do that every year, you're going to have the best retirement that you can have.